There is only one presence and one power active within me and throughout the universe. God, the good, omnipotent.
Hello, and welcome to our podcast. This is Unity Church of Chatsworth, California. Our senior minister, Reverend John Washington, and I'm Michelle Washington, pastoral nurse. In honor of the Season for Nonviolence, we commit to be the change that we would like to see in the world. And so it is. Amen.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. From the Gospel of Mark, the King James Version, paraphrasing. And when he had gone a little further, he saw James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother, who were in the ship mending their nets. Verse 20. And straightway he, Jesus, called them. And they left their father Zebedee in the ship with the hired servants and went after him. That for me, I was raised with the idea of, I'm going to say, Michelle, that the 12 followers of Jesus and Jesus were poor.
Yes.
That they were poor. And I've heard the expression broke, busted, and disgusted even. I've heard that, Michelle. I have.
Our Bible verse tells us something else about James and John, the sons of Zebedee. They obviously had a business that they were inheriting from their father or working with their father.
Zebedee and Sons.
Yes, Zebedee and Sons. And Zebedee and Sons had hired hands on the boat.
That's right.
So they were people who were
business.
Making a contribution to their community through fishing.
Yes.
And they were selling their fish, and they were helping other people by hiring them to do it with them. So,
I think that's why Jesus called them also, because they were productive members, productive citizens of their community. And again, they weren't, and I will say this again, that's that collective consciousness that apparently many of us have inherited that, I'm going to say, that the 12 were poor, and they were dusty and so forth, and that they didn't have any abilities, they didn't have any skills. And I'm so fond of hearing my grandson say from time to time, sometimes, Papa, you have to go back and get the tools.
well, you have to get the people with the tools. That's what Jesus did, he called them to work with him. He called to him people who had businesses, who knew what they were doing. He called to him a tax collector who had money. He called to him people who knew how to move and work within society, and they brought resources with them.
Good. And in fact, Jesus was a carpenter.
Yes.
And a good carpenter has quality tools. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Our weekly series, again, is entitled Insight in 5. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful week. Blessings.